y'all, hey, it's Troyia Monay back to y'all with another video. Today's video is super exciting as always, you guys. In today's video, we are going to be discussing 10 things that I learned in the year 2021. And y'all, can we just say that it has been a long year. I don't know about y'all, but my year felt like it has been extremely long, so I am really looking forward into diving into 2022. So I just wanted to come on here and discuss a couple of things that I've learned during the year of 2021, mistakes I've made, even things I've learned about myself, not only personal, but things that I've learned business-wise as well. So a lot of you guys know that I went through and quit my job this year in February of 2021. So it has been pretty much a full year, almost about 10-11 months of me being a full-time entrepreneur. So I've learned a ton of things that I'm excited to come on here and share with you guys. So we have things that are both business during this video, and then we have things that are more personal as well, so that way you guys can get to know me on more of a personal level as well, you guys. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you're always notified of the videos that I upload. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. All right, you guys, so I got my notes here. Y'all know I don't play that, so I'm gonna just have them sitting here. I also have my coffee. I'm just drinking on a French vanilla and caramel coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. So good. And it is literally like 6 o'clock and I'm drinking coffee, y'all. So first thing that I'm going to go through is do business. Then we're going to jump to personal. Then we're going to go back to business, personal. Y'all kind of get it. Just we're going to go teeter-totter back and forth in between everything. So the first thing that I learned in the year 2021 was to bet on myself and to actually trust myself as an entrepreneur and trust myself as the CEO of my company, you guys. So I really started to understand trial and error. I know oftentimes we are really scared. We're really frightened. Fear gets in the way of us sometimes starting our businesses. Fear gets in the way of, you know, us thinking about what others have to say about us starting our business. Things along those lines. So I really just decided to, you know what, just stop caring what other people thought about me and my business and to actually just go for it and just jump right on in. And I decided to go through and kind of have the mindset of trial and error. Of course, things are not going to be perfect. Things are not going to be, you know, maybe what I envisioned them to be, but it's going to be more of a learning curve. It's a learning process. This is something new that I'm diving into, especially when it came to business coaching. Of course, you guys know I had my boutique now for almost about 2 years. So me being a business coach was something that I just dived into, and I actually ended up really loving it. So one thing that I definitely learned this year was to bet on myself, to trust myself, to actually go out there and do everything that I wanted to do as an entrepreneur and as a business coach for sure. Here, even on YouTube, I really started to grow here on YouTube in the year 2021 as well. So really understanding that everything that I put my mind to, I can do. There is nothing that you cannot do. I was actually listening to a podcast the other day, and it said that you can do everything, but you can't do, you can do anything, but you can't do everything. That's what it is. So make sure you guys go through and maybe think about that when it comes to yourself as well. You know, be willing to bet on yourself. Be willing to actually go out there and, you know, trust yourself when it comes to your business even. Go out there and kill it. Do not let fear get in the way. Fear, in my opinion, is completely man-made. There's a book that I'm going to link right here. I'm going to put it on the screen that I want you guys to read if you are experiencing fear in any kind of way. It is called Professional Troublemaker. That's what it was. I had to look down there because my bookshelf down there, you guys. But go through, read that book, especially if you're experiencing fear. Be willing to bet on yourself, definitely. So that's the first thing as far as business is concerned that I learned about myself this year. All right, you guys. So moving forward to personal. What did I learn in the year 2021 when it came to my personal life? And y'all, I've always struggled with this, but I actually really learned and identified it this year was I have to really start letting more people into my space. And I know that that sounds crazy because a lot of people are like, why do you want more people in your space? And the reason why, you guys, you probably don't know this because I'm always here on YouTube and I'm really bubbly, I'm really loud, but I am an introvert. If it's not about business, if it's not about boutique life, creating content, marketing, anything along these lines here, that is what keeps me going. That's what keeps me, you know, really bubbly and really excited. But when I meet new people, y'all, I'm a so observative type of person. Like, I will literally sit there and just vibe out. Like, I'm like such a vibe. I'm really shy. I'm really reserved. And that's something that I want to get out of in the year 2022, you guys. And that's something that I really learned about myself was I love spending time alone. And sometimes I'm thinking to myself, like, Troy, you spend way too much time alone. Like, during the week, you guys, I am isolated. Like, I am not out here, like, partying and stuff like that. During the weekends, that's a whole nother story. But, like, during the week, I'm just really, like, in my office, which is right here, working day in, day out. I probably go to the store maybe a few times out of the week. I really don't have that much contact with human beings. So that also leads me to discuss as well is that I want to network a lot more. I want to actually build some relationships, maybe some business relationships, get me a couple business besties, different things along those lines. So I really want to do that in the year 2022. Another thing I learned is that not everyone has bad intentions. Not everyone out here has bad intentions, you guys. There's a lot of people who do. You got to be careful, which is, I guess, why I've always been so reserved and to, you know, to myself is because I'm like, dang, you know, I don't know if this person has good intentions or not, but that's something that I really want to get out of in the year 2022. All right, y'all. So the next lesson that I learned in 2021 having to do with business is being cheap. And this is something that I feel like I've struggled with, but I have pretty much kind of overcame it. So being cheap, trying to cut corners, that's definitely something that I've learned that I cannot do if I want to grow as a business owner, you guys. So I quickly learned that, like I said earlier, we can do anything we want to do, but we can't do everything. And I was one of those people where it was like, okay, I'm good at graphic design. I'm going to do my own website. I'm going to create my own content. I'm going to do my own email marketing. Okay, I'm good at marketing. So I'm going to go through and create my own marketing plan, do my own marketing strategies, do my SMS marketing, do my referral programs, my loyalty programs. Okay, I'm good at that. I'm going to go ahead and do coaching. I'm going to do my website. I'm going to do my content on my coaching page. I'm going to go on Instagram Live and do all of these things. I'm good at YouTube. I'm here right now. I'm going to edit my own videos, do my own thumbnails, like do everything and all that there is by myself. And I was like, Troyia, you can't do all of this stuff by yourself if you expect all of these things to grow. So what I actually really quickly realized was I needed an influencer manager. So I went through and hired an influencer manager this year. Kudos out to her because she has been a huge help. I also went through and hired a virtual assistant. She is amazing. She helps me with everything as far as customer service is concerned. So I don't have to worry about going back and forth through DMs or anything along those lines. So she's amazing when it comes to things along that nature. I just really started to realize that us as business owners, we wear so many different hats, you guys. And I put through, and when I was writing, you know, down my notes, I went through and put a quote here that I really want you guys to pay attention to. And it just says that we wear many hats as an entrepreneur, and it gets heavy. We're wearing the marketing hat, we're the finance person, we're the creative director, we're the photographer. We're doing all of these things, you guys. So it gets heavy. All those different hats, it gets heavy. So why not give those hats to different people who are experts in those fields that can grow your business up to something that you may want it, that you want it to actually be like. So that way you can alleviate some stress and then put all your eggs into a basket that you actually like to enjoy. So you guys know I love creating content. Content is like my thing. I eat, sleep, and breathe creating content, you guys. So in the year 2022, I've just been thinking about what are things that I don't like doing within my business. I know I don't like doing anything having to do with finances. All right, cool. I have a CPA now. I know that I don't like doing anything that has to do with customer service, order fulfillment. Okay, cool. I have my virtual assistant. I have my family members. They come and help me when it comes to packing orders. Okay, cool. So I'm noticing the things that I don't like doing, and I'm giving those tasks to other people so that way I have experts within my field that can go through and do those things for me so I don't have to go through and do them, okay? So you have to think about it that way. You're wearing so many different hats. Why not give those hats to other people so that way your head isn't so heavy, isn't weighed down, basically is what I'm saying here. So that's something I really learned is we can't be cheap. And it would be times where I'm like, okay, I really want to save some money here. I want to invest a little bit more into inventory here, or I want to invest into maybe this program that I want to go ahead and do, or this course that I want to go ahead and take here. And it was like, okay, Troy, you can do all of those different things, but why not hire and outsource people who can do those things for you instead? So that is something I also learned this year, is to grow my team, which I'm super excited to be doing that in this next coming year as well. All right, y'all, so up next for personal. What did I learn in 2021 when it comes to my personal life? And this kind of contradicts what I said earlier for the one about business, but budgeting, saving a lot more than I'm spending, you guys, and definitely investing a lot more money. I definitely go through and say that. You guys, I'm one of those type of people where if I'm having a bad day or if I'm stressed out, which happens probably a couple times out of the week, I'm one of those people who will be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the mall. And I don't go to the mall and spend like $50. Even that's a lot. I go to the mall and y'all, I be spending, okay? So I'll literally be like, oh my gosh, I'm having a bad day, I'm finna go to the mall. Like, retail therapy is just not good, and it's not good for me. So that's something that I really want to combat in the new year, is to not overspend and to budget a lot more than I already have been. I've been doing really, really good like these last few months, but I definitely want to do a lot better when it comes to like spending and when it comes to spending habits. And I know that that completely contradicts what I just said earlier, but this is more so like personal. Like, I am a girl, I am a sucker for nice things. Like, I will go to the mall, go to Zara, I'll go to Gucci, I'll go to Louis, and just get whatever I want, which is a blessing. It is a blessing that I'm able to do those things. But at the same time, I want to get to a point where that money that I'm spending in those stores is just materialistic things. Why not take those funds and actually invest it into something else? And that's something I've been doing a lot more is I've been investing a lot more of my personal money into my actual business. So instead of me going to Zara and spending $500, why not go and spend that same amount of money with my boutique? Shop and grab the items that I like from my boutique, so that way I can wear them, so that way I can go out and promote those different items as well. So that is something that I learned in 2021, is to budget a lot more, save more than I'm spending, and to invest a lot more. I'm also going to be looking into doing Airbnb this year. I'll keep you guys on track of that entire journey. I'm really excited for it. So yes, that is that one for personal, okay? All right, you guys, so up next, when it comes to things I learned as far as my business is concerned, I learned this year to really treat my business as if it is a baby. So this is something that I kind of picked up from Jess. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with her. She is the owner and CEO of Fashionpreneur Academy. And she always refers to her business as a baby, and how you have to nurture your business and how you have to raise your business as if you are raising a child. And oftentimes, I think that a lot of us as business owners, we tend to think that our business should operate almost like a microwave, like popcorn. Like, okay, I've implemented this thing. Where's the results? And it doesn't happen that way. And that's something I really learned in the year 2021 is, yes, I can implement all these things within my business, but I have to make sure that they're there to work together to give me the result that I want. I can't expect to go out here and create this master campaign and expect instant results. No, I have to make sure that I nurture my audience so that way they are in a position to be able to see what it is that I want them to receive from that actual campaign, you guys. So it is so important to treat your business like a baby. I put a note here that things take time. We can't just be out here doing something within our business and expect results overnight. Things take time to develop. So I know I'll always preach to you guys how important content is, how important it is to know your target audience. And you can know all of those different things and implement those things, but it may take time for you to see those different results. So that's something that I really learned this year, is to really treat my business as if it is a child. The more I pour into it, the better the result is in the long run. All right, you guys, so up next for personal, it is to make a lot more memories, have a lot more fun, and to travel a lot more. Those are definitely things that I've implemented this year. Of course, we're still in the middle of the pandemic, the P word. So that is definitely something I want to implement a lot more going into the new year, is to make more memories. You guys, life is so short, and Like, honestly, there's just been so many just traumatic events going on left and right. So many people just caught up in bad situations. I think that is so important for us to have fun, take a step back, and to actually make memories, to travel more, see the world. The world is beautiful. It's some beautiful places out here, and I'm excited to travel a lot more into 2022. That kind of contradicts what I'm about to say up next, but actually, no, it kind of supports it. Up next for business, I want to talk about overworking myself. In this year, you guys, I have completely overworked myself, especially early on in the year. As soon as I quit my 9 to 5, you guys, I was working my butt off. And it was because I had the mindset of, which I still have this mindset, but I really had the mindset of, okay, Troyia, your paychecks aren't promised. Your paychecks are not promised. So you have to go out here and work your ass off in order to get the results that you want to see within your business. You are responsible for paying your bills. Like, literally you. Like, I don't have no PTO time. I don't have no sick days. I don't have no vacation holiday. Like, I don't have none of that, okay? So if I get sick, that's time off. So I have to make sure that I'm working 10 times harder to see 10 times the results that I want to see within my business. But at the same time, I took a step back, and I was just like, you can work hard, but still make sure that you take time for yourself. Still prioritize self-care. Still make sure that you're taking care of Troyia, okay? So that is why now I really, really try my best to not work too much during the weekends. Y'all, my camera is rude and it cut me off. But during the weekends, I really try to prioritize that time for creating content. And then I prioritize that time with family and friends. So I really try to make sure that I take time for myself during the weekends, and I grind and work my ass off during the actual work week. So during the week, Monday through Friday, sometimes on Friday, I'll do like a half day. But really, Monday through Thursday, we getting it in, okay? So that way I can play and have fun during the actual weekend. All right, you guys, so up next for personal, I have really mastered the art of being unbothered and not caring what people have to say. You guys know I am such an introvert. I'm a homebody. I'm really reserved, so I don't have a ton of friends, so this really doesn't affect me that much. But I really learned to not care about, like, you know, what my colleagues, or not colleagues, but associates have to think about me, or, you know, what are their thoughts about me or anything along those lines. Not really allowing people's opinions about me to matter. I put a note here right now that says my mindset now is people are going to talk, so give them something to talk about. So I've really gone through and mastered that. It's just not allowing people to, you know, get the best of me. Really having this unbothered persona, really going out there and getting it and hustling and becoming the woman that I want to be, becoming her, becoming Troyia. So I think that it's really important to just really be unbothered, not care what people have to say. And if they're gonna watch you anyway, so give them a show, honey, okay? Period. All right, you guys, and the last thing for business, I really want to stress this to you guys so much, but it is to plan as far ahead as you can. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I felt like I was prepared, but then when it came, I was like, dang, I wish I would have had more time to do this. I wish I had more time to do that. Granted, my Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaign was extremely successful. Everyone loved it. My audience raved about it to this day. I think that it's just really important that you actually take time to prepare and to plan. Not even just Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So right now we have Valentine's Day coming up within, what, the next month and a half? We should be preparing for any type of Valentine's Day collections or campaigns that we plan to run literally right now. If you have anything that you plan to do as far as spring or summer campaigns or collections, prepare right now. Even if you're planning to do something Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and you're like, okay, I know that this is going to take some time to go through and plan. Start planning those things now. And that's something that I really learned this year, was to be a lot more proactive than I already am. I'm already an extremely proactive person. Like, I'm thinking about things that are like literally next year this time, 2 years from now this time. Very productive person, but I think that, you know, being overly prepared is not a bad thing sometimes. Sometimes it's actually really good to be overly prepared, so that way you can know what to expect jumping in. So that is it, you guys. Those are about 10 things that I learned this year, in the year 2021. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Let me know down below in the comment section if you can relate to anything that I discussed here as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.